the third and final stop on this really worldwide press tour from Riyadh to New York to now Las Vegas. Canelo Alvarez, the biggest star in boxing for most of the last decade, faces Terence "Bud" Crawford, a man who still holds the distinction in the minds of many, including my own.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great fight. You're dealing with two all-time greats. Crawford's one of the best switch hitters, I think, since Marvin Hagler. And one of the most skillful boxers alive. And then you have Canelo, who probably isn't the same guy as he was. One of the greatest of all time. Still has brutal knockout power.
Many reasons for both fighters. Super middleweight supremacy on the line. Legacies on the line. Your namesake and reputation is on the line. And I just take my hat off to both of these fighters for putting everything on the line late in their careers the way that they are. This is rare, and it's becoming more and more rare in boxing.
Dan Rafael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. Mm-hmm. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division.
Andre Ward revealed a powerful secret. One of the greatest fighters in history is set to meet in Canelo versus Crawford. He described the atmosphere as electric, like a third person standing in the ring feeling the charge. Even the opening round felt explosive, signaling a completely new level of combat.
As well for getting this done. So I see y'all in Vegas, man. Part of me wants to be home watching this fight in street clothes, but I gotta take the street clothes off. I got work to do. I got to put that suit on, get ringside with John and Max, and call this fight like I know we can. Huge event, huge implications, a historic night, and I'm happy to be a part. I hope to see you in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. If not, man, tune in live on Netflix.
Meanwhile, Shane mostly weighed in on the upcoming clash. Although he acknowledged Crawford's elite skill set, he highlighted the weight difference as a real issue. Mostly said Crawford is strong enough to beat anyone, but warned that moving up to face a naturally bigger man like Canelo carries serious risks.
I'd be able to get Crawford, but anything can happen. I mean, Crawford can catch him on chin too. I mean, it's not like it's a for sure thing. It just seems that Canelo has speed and his power at that weight, so it's gonna be hard for Crawford to do anything.
The official trailer underscored how monumental this event is. Both fighters are icons of their generation. Canelo is a two-time undisputed champion who took big risks to achieve that status and has dominated heavier classes while pushing weight limits. Crawford, by contrast, has made history by repeatedly conquering divisions far beyond his starting weight.
How many fighters have ever been called the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world? These are two of them, and they're gonna fight.
On September 13th, the moment arrives. Canelo versus Crawford. A truce.
Across the boxing world, one message was clear: hold on. Several commentators and ex-champions still questioned how climbing divisions would affect performance. Chavez Sr. argued that Canelo Alvarez enters this bout with deeper hunger, hinting that the Mexican star is even smarter than many believe. He even noted that Canelo's nutrition could play a role in shaping the fight.
I think Saul Canelo Alvarez is hungrier than Terence "Bud" Crawford. First of all, Canelo Alvarez, if you look at that press conference or the first series of press conferences, where Canelo said one thing, he thinks that His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh is against him.
And I know Turkey is in your corner, but look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad.
Chavez also pointed to heated press conference moments where Canelo was insulted. He believes such exchanges awaken Canelo's inner beast and will push him to fight like a warrior on the night.
Two, how Terence Crawford in the second press conference walked up to Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez pushed him because he didn't like that shit. He thought he was being fronted on. And he looked at Crawford and he said, I'm going to remember that.
Others voiced concern about Crawford's rapid weight jump. Sanchez admired Crawford's fast hands and technique, but stressed that sustaining success at higher weights demands pressure and strength, qualities Canelo has in abundance. Jojo Diaz added that Canelo's sheer power could decide the contest, predicting fireworks if Canelo lands clean.
Versus Crawford, who you got?
I got Canelo winning. I think Canelo's gonna knock him out. But
I think Canelo's gonna hurt him.
I think he's just too powerful, man, too strong. I hope Terence Crawford does well and stuff, man, because I love the way he fights, and he's a hell of a fighter, and I respect him as well too. So I hope he puts up a good fight and everything. But at the end of the day, man, Canelo, if he catches you, dude, it's gonna knock.
Sanchez backed up his view with history, reminding everyone how past Canelo opponents arrived with intricate plans but folded once confronted with Canelo's best weapons. He repeated that even the most skilled eventually wilt under such force. In his opinion, Terence Crawford's mind is brilliant, but his body will meet the same fate. He simply won't withstand Canelo's power.
End of the day, I always say this. He took Golovkin's biggest hit, and he took Bivol' biggest hit. I don't think Crawford could knock him out.
I think Terence Crawford can knock Canelo out if he catches him, because with Gennady Golovkin hit harder, but he was a lot slower. Yeah. So when Canelo seen the punches coming, he's able to embrace. I think if Terence Crawford catches Canelo with a shot that he doesn't see coming, boom, then he could hurt him.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's not just about skill, it's about physical realities. How will endurance, toughness, and natural size hold up against someone proven at super middleweight and above? Crawford may possess elite IQ and talent, but challenging Canelo's bull-like strength is a major gamble. Brian Bomac McIntyre, Crawford's trainer, countered by noting that Canelo's power often fades after rounds 5 or 6, especially against busy opponents who maintain pressure and movement.
The bigger guy, right? But
he ain't the bigger guy.
That's what they say. They say he's wider, he's got more mass. How are you feeling about Bud going in there taking on Canelo's power?
Shit, I don't give a fuck about that power. Well, how you beat power?
Speed.
You said what?
Speed.
And what else?
IQ.
Time.
Bomac also highlighted Crawford's accuracy, timing, and ability to adjust mid-fight. He believes those traits will show once Canelo slows down and throws less. According to him, Crawford can control the pace and bank rounds decisively.
Why you're the coach and I'm not.
I mean, you make some good, you got some good answers, but that power ain't gonna be able to sustain throughout the fight. Watch. And he usually slows down between 6 and 7. You slow down, that's a fucking...
Crawford, for his part, was respectful of Canelo's past achievements and said one-off night shouldn't erase his greatness. He even welcomed a fully focused Alvarez, knowing that anything less could lead to a dangerous miscalculation.
My fight, you know what I mean? A lot of people, they have their opinions. They have, what's going to happen in the fight, but they don't know what they're talking about. They just got to watch the fight, and then after the fight, then they make they comments, because a lot of people is just premeditated and just, talk.
He then declared boldly that he would not be swayed by predictions or public opinion. This storm is coming, Crawford said steadily, promising to let the fight itself reveal the truth.
In the world, you better be taking it serious. That goes to show, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me. Because, if I haven't fought anyone, if I was too small, if I was, all these things that all the media said I was, then he wouldn't need these guys to help prepare him to fight me. He wouldn't, need all the help that, he's getting. But I'm happy that he's getting the help that he needs, because, after, September 13th, there'll be no excuse.
Team Crawford remains confident, citing his smooth jumps through weight classes and his ability to dismantle top opponents with cold precision. Fans still recall his dominant win over Errol Spence Jr., achieved through composure and ruthless execution. Former champ Anthony Durrell praised Crawford as a true killer who adapts to every scenario, yet admitted he worries about Crawford maintaining focus over the full fight. He noted Canelo's vulnerability to slick boxers, but also the constant danger Canelo poses.
Boy, I'm gonna ride with him, but I keep going back and forth, man. Terence is such a dog, bro. Like he gonna come and bring the best out of whoever, He gonna make you stay on his P's and Q's. He adjusts to every fucking thing.
Wow.
He's just he a great fighter. Canelo can't deal with boxers. The thing is, can Terence Crawford box 12 rounds and stay focused on what he needs?
Gerald pointed out that Crawford's calm focus is essential because Canelo is so powerful. He warned that Crawford sometimes tries too hard to prove his toughness, something that could backfire against Alvarez. The veteran predicted Crawford could win but stressed that sticking strictly to boxing is his only path to success, which plays into Canelo's patience.
Because he can beat him, but he just got to stay focused on what he needs to do, and that's box. Because Canelo, I ain't gonna say he can't, he just have a hard time dealing with it. So we gonna see, and can Bud, stand that power that Canelo, give him.
But like I
said, Bud get hit sometimes because he wanna prove to people that he a dog and he got this and that.
Wade Plemons emphasized how important and heavy this fight is for both men. He urged Canelo to focus on this fight because it has something extra to give.
Something about this one that makes it special. I don't know if it's the stakes on the line for Bud Crawford moving all the way up. I don't know if it's Canelo having this rejuvenation and this refocused mindset and attitude toward this fight to once again, even though he doesn't really need to prove that he's one of the greatest ever, once again taking that challenge.
He also highlighted the record-breaking Netflix deal tied to the event, calling it more than just another title defense. To him, this fight is a turning point where professional boxing and mass media converge, promising greater power, attention, and respect for the sport.
The Ring magazine and Turkey Ellis Sheikh tried to breathe life into the sport of boxing, but this one just is so important, I think, on a massive scale for what boxing's new era is going to be and stepping into a new plane and becoming, a sport that is refocused, especially here in America, as one of the big sports that we want to watch. And I think it all really starts with
Alicia Baumgardner, one of America's standout champions, recently discussed why this matchup is special. She said the first challenge for Terence Crawford is Canelo's size, but also noted that Canelo's long experience against countless styles gives him an edge in reading and adjusting to opponents.
I have to agree with the size. And I also have to note that experience is everything when it comes to boxing. And I feel like Canelo is a well-seasoned fighter. And he's been in the ring plenty of times with multiple great fighters. And we also see him with Bilal, who he lost to, which didn't really do anything bad to his career. He just took a challenge, which Terence Crawford is doing. So I commend them both.
Spencer Oliver warned Canelo Alvarez that this could be the toughest test of his career. At the same time, he told Terence Crawford this is more than preparation. It's a moment of destiny. Crawford enters as the underdog, but a win could rewrite boxing history. Oliver framed it as one of those rare chances where a single victory defines a fighter forever, either elevating Crawford to immortality or breaking his heart on the biggest stage.
Bar none. We've got two of the best fighters in the world, and Terence Crawford trying to do what no other's done before, a four division world champion. And, jumping up from light middleweight now to super middle, trying to achieve the unachievable against Canelo Alvarez, who is pound for pound. Can he do it? I think he can. I think that this guy creates history. Terence Crawford is that.
He then called Crawford a genius, comparing his welterweight brilliance to legends like Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. But Oliver reminded everyone that greatness isn't just claimed, it's proved under fire. He said September will be Crawford's ultimate test, the night that either makes him a legend or leaves unanswered questions.
Any welterweight, his best weight really has been at welterweight. He lives with any welterweight in any division for me, and that's including all the greats. You're going back to your Roberto Durans, Sugar Ray Leonards, all those guys. I think that he is that good, and we find out in September. It's going to be
all of this builds toward a showdown where greatness and legacy hang in the balance. Canelo Alvarez will meet his sternest challenge yet, while Terence Crawford attempts to cement his place among the all-time greats. In September, skill, heart, and history will collide. Which fighter will become the face of a new era? Share your thoughts below, like the video, and subscribe for more breakdowns. A night that could change boxing forever is on the horizon.